Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Rain Game Reviews. I hope you guys are doing well. Today we are going to talk about Euro Truck Simulator. As you can see here, the graphics are as follows. Minimum requirements are Windows 7 with a dual-core CPU 2.4 GHz processor, memory of 4 GB of RAM, graphics would be a GeForce GTS 450 class or higher, and 3 GB of space available. Now, there are many options available for this game in settings. There is jobs, music, emails, payment history, truck management, garage management, graphics, audio gameplay, key bindings, and online gameplay. So we are going to go over a few of the options available to you, which includes changing how you play the game. I enjoy the game for the most part the way it was, other than, the chance of falling asleep at the wheel or being pulled over for, speeding. So what we've gone ahead and done is we've removed those options for us, so you will notice when we're playing that the only thing that we have is real fuel consumption. Now, saying this, I say it because I live in a town where driving sucks. So after a day of driving, I want to relax and sometimes not follow the rules because nobody in my town knows how to. So we went ahead and made it so that we don't have to follow the rules, and we do like a speed demon truck every once in a while. So that is something that we have made available for us. Now, if you are a stickler for rules, and that is absolutely something that you have to have, there are those options to keep those on, so you will have to take rest stops for sleep, gas, and maybe being pulled over, because that is something that can happen. So please keep that in mind while you're driving on the road and stay safe either way. You will notice we did have a few crashes, and that is something that you really don't want to have because you do have to pay for damages on your truck and fix your truck, so avoid that. Now we are going to go into gameplay here and look at the graphics settings. There are 4 graphics settings of low, medium, high, and ultra, and we are playing on ultra for this game review. Now, if you don't have the best computer or settings, make sure to play around with those settings so that you do have the best graphics for your computer. It doesn't mess with gameplay too much if you don't have the graphics up. It's more for the countryside view and the drive, making it more pretty. We were playing on low at one point, and honestly, I didn't notice that much of a difference between low and ultra. However, if your computer can't handle it, I do recommend the low setting. The drive is absolutely stunning, so if your computer can handle it, I do recommend being on the higher settings. Now we're going to go in and look at the money. So the monetary value, you earn money every truck that you drive. We're sitting at 11,000 euros, and the first truck that you can buy is about 112 euros. So there are different gameplay options in that aspect. You can go to the bank and take a loan to buy your own truck for $100,000, paying back about $3,000 a day. Or you can continue to do the get ready and drive just somebody else's truck until you raise that money to purchase your own truck for your trucking empire. So today we're going to do a quick job. We're going to take a look at quick job, which is driving somebody else's vehicle from point A to point B. Now, you will notice that the monetary value of the the amount of money that you earn, the higher amount is at the top versus at the lower. Each offer does expire in X amount of time, so you won't always see the same offers. It does show you the route that you take, where you're going and where you're coming from. And you instantly start in the vehicle. If you're playing with your own truck, you do have to drive to the location to pick up the cargo and then drive to the location that you need to take it to. So if you don't start in where your garage is, it is going to be a bit of a trek to go pick up. Now we are going to go through the gameplay a little bit sped up just so you can see how it is done. I'm going to give fair warning. I play with a mouse, or not with a mouse. I play with a controller over a mouse and keyboard because I find that it's easier for me to handle. If you are a mouse and keyboard person, just take a look over your options and figure out what works best for you in key bindings. I didn't really look over my key bindings for my controller, which is something I probably should have done. And we will need to take a look on how to do your windshield wipers, because as you can see, I drive around most of the time without them on because I didn't know the key. For the keyboard, it is P, which is great because that's helpful. But I couldn't figure it out on the controller. So yeah, just take the time to go in and look at your controller key bindings to figure out how to drive. But I do recommend playing with a controller if you're not big on the mouse and keyboard driving, which can be quite frustrating. Keep in mind about how the truck handles. You can go fast, but there are chances that you will tip, you will crash, and when you slow down, it is really hard to gain traction again and get back up into speed. That is the only downfall I think I found with the game, is the speed limit. Now, turning corners and parking and the controls there are a little more difficult. Unless that's something that you're really good at. I found it difficult, so a lot of the time there are 3 parking options. I found that I tend to use the instant park so that I don't have to park my vehicle, but I will learn eventually how to park. Now, customizing, as you can see, we've purchased our own vehicle. We're going in to pick up, and now we're driving to the location of where we need to pick up our cargo. So the truck handling when you don't have cargo is a lot different. You do move more, you can go faster, and you're not as wide, so taking turns and stuff like that is a little easier. Please, please, please bear in mind that there are blinkers available. I have a broken controller at the moment, so I am not able to use my bumpers. My bumpers. So putting on my signal was a little bit difficult. Now, as we're backing up and picking up our load, you can see that we're using different camera angles in order to do that, which is a little difficult to get used to. There's about 6 or 7 of them to help you. So while we're looking at the gameplay, I did want to go over the game a little bit as well. Like I said, it is called Euro Truck Simulator. It was made in 2012. The normal price of the game is $21.99. However, it is on sale currently during the Steam Winter Sale for $5.49 Canadian. Prices are all in Canadian, by the way. The bundle with expansion packs for normal, so the game plus all the expansions, is $148.32 normally, or on sale right now for $57.72 until, again, January 2nd. The key features of the game are basically transporting a vast variety of cargo across more than 60 European countries. You can run your own business, which continues to grow even as you complete your freight deliveries. You build your own fleets of trucks, buy garages, hire drivers, manage your company for maximum profit. A varied amount of truck tuning, that range from performance to cosmetic changes, customizing your vehicles with optional lights, bars, horns, beacons, smoke exhaust, and more. There's also thousands of miles of railroad networks with hundreds of famous landmarks and structures. Now, I will say, driving so far and playing the game, I haven't come across any of those, which would be exciting to see with how graphically beautiful the game is. I think I'm definitely going to have to put some more playtime into it and see where the game brings us, because honestly, it's stunning. It's relaxing. If you like the open drive type games, this is definitely a game for you and worth the price point. Definitely worth the value of the game. Now, I did want to just cover, like I said, a few other things with ratings and how we like the game and what the value of it is and whether I would recommend it. So for sure, 100% would recommend playing this game. Beautifully done. The graphics, I give a 10 out of 10. The gameplay, a 9 out of 10. Like I said, there are some finicky things that I wasn't really fond of, but it didn't change the gameplay that much. The value, 100%, 10 out of 10. Worth the price. Even that full price, definitely worth it. Entertainment-wise, I did get a lot of entertainment out of it. I enjoyed it, even with my crashes, so I'm definitely going to give that a 10 out of 10. I do want to thank everyone for tuning in and watching the video. If you like the game review or any kind of game reviews like that, please leave a comment below and we'll definitely go over any other games that you guys want to see. Social medias are listed above, and I hope to see you guys next time.